And welcome back to redheart.com as well as the Crochet Crowd. I'm your host Mikey, and in today's tutorial we're going to be working on the snowflake together. This is from the pattern of the Snowflake Sweet Treat Wrapper, and this video is on its own because you can use these motifs in order to decorate your tree. You can add some stiffener to it, hang it everywhere you want, you can attach it to presents, and very easy. So let's get working on this tutorial together right now. Now let's begin motif number 2, and this is how we're going to start using a 4.5mm crochet hook today. I'm just using Red Heart with Love for this. You can use any yarn that you wish that would really accent your project. So you can see that this one is very similar to the other one that we were just running, and the difference is actually run the outside. So very much the interior of these are very similar, but it's these little nubs on the outside that actually make the world of difference. So no matter which one you're doing, you're still going to end up with an amazing snowflake. So let's begin this tutorial right now. So using any color that you wish, we're gonna make an adjustable ring, and it says with desired color make an adjustable ring. So we're just gonna slip it over. So see how it is in my fingers, and then we're just gonna come up and cross over right at the top there. And I just use my other fingers to stabilize it, and then I just slip in my hook, grab the first one like so, and now I'm just gonna carefully grab everything so that you'll see a ring plus the straggler left over. We're gonna start off by chaining 1. So just grab the yarn and chain through 1, and now we're gonna put 6 single crochets into this ring. So make sure that the 2 strings are on top of each other. Grabbing it is a little bit tricky, but you know, it's like anything, once you get used to it you're good. So 6 single crochets in. So 1, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just like you see. And then essentially just grab this loose end now and pull on it, and it will form that to go in a complete circle. And then we just want to slip stitch it to the beginning. So we just come back and just come to the first one, slip stitch it to the beginning, chain 1 area there, and essentially you now have a perfect center ring. And then you can simply just trim this yarn off right now if you wish as well, which I'm gonna do off camera. So reviewing the snowflake that we have here, we have 6 equal sides, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that really matters in the center of this because you want to make sure that you have 6 spokes coming out. So that really does make a difference. So in chain, here we go, we're gonna do round 2, chain 1, and then 2 single crochets into each and join with the slip stitch in the beginning. So essentially I really look at it here, you need to make sure you have 6, so you can plan yourself in advance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So essentially you can just start, so we're gonna chain 1 and then single crochet 2 times into each one of those, and that'll take you up to 12 single crochets going all the way around. So each one gets 2. And this round is really critical, so you'll want to make sure at the end of this is that you end up with 12 single crochets going all the way around, or you will not have 6 spokes. Just like you see. And they're coming to, and I just want to double count, making sure. So I got group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times that by 2 equals 12. I just want to slip stitch it now to the beginning to form the ring. So voila, my counts are perfect. So very simply put, we just want to go on to round number 3. It says chain 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and then 2 single crochets into the next, and then chain 3, and then repeat the pattern. So let's begin. We're gonna chain 1 and then immediately come to the first one, just like you see here. We're gonna single crochet, and now the next one is 2 single crochets. So here is the repeat pattern, and now it says to chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Coming into the very next one available for 1 single crochet, and the next one then will be 2. The reason why they're asking you to do this because it's kind of unusual. They want a total of 3 stitches going across, and you can't, obviously with only 2 stitches you can't do that unless one has an extra in there. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and coming into the next one for a single crochet, and then the next one is going to be 2 single crochets in, which gives you your 3 across. So again, 1, 2, and 3, coming down in for 1 single crochet. The next one is 2, Okay, and then 1, 2 and 3 coming in to the next, and then the next one is 2s, 2 single crochet, and then 1, 2 and 3 coming into the next. So you want to keep an eye on the number of sides you got. You can see the hexagon is starting to take shape. The next one is going to be 2. So here's your final. So it's going to be 1, 2 and 3. Remember that you already started off with your 1 and then your 2. So you just want to slip stitch this into the beginning single crochet chain, just like see. And basically you now have 6 sides, and you essentially on the corners you should have these loops just like so. Let's move along to your next round. Let's begin round number 4. It says to chain 1, and it says that we're only going to be working with 2, basically the abbreviations are meaning that you're only going to be working with 2 of the 3 single crochets in. So we're going to immediately skip this first one, go to the second and the third to single crochet each, just like I'm doing right now. And then it says to single crochet chain 3 single crochet in the next chain 3 space. So in these corners you're going to single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, coming back in for a single crochet, and it says to skip the next single crochet, which is the next one, and just go into the next 2 for a single crochet each. Okay, so we're on the next corner again. So single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in, and again we skip the first one, go to the next 2 for 1 single crochet each, and then coming in to the corner, so 1 single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into the same one, skip the first one, go into the last 2, 1 each, and then the next corner single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, skip the first one, go into the next 2 for 1 each. Okay, final corner. Is this the final corner? Not yet. 1, 2 and 3. I did that off camera too. I actually thought I was done when I wasn't. Skip the first one, going to the last 2 for single crochets each, coming to this one, so 1 single crochet, chain 3. Okay, and essentially now I can see that I have the extra loop here, so I have gone all the way around, so I simply just want to join this together right there. So essentially this is what we have at this particular point. Okay, this is revolution number 5. It is the final one, and this one is gonna throw you for a loop, but just bear with me because you're gonna learn something new, because I learned something new. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this. So we're gonna chain 1, and then it says single crochet into the first stitch, single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, slip stitch, chain 4, blah 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 blah. So let me just simplify this for you. So we're just gonna single crochet in the first, and then into the next 2 stitches. So single in each. We're gonna come to the very first corner, and the first corner we just want to do a slip stitch like so. And now it says to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here's the new stitching that I learned. From the second from the hook, so we count back 1 and 2, we're going to wrap the hook and go into that chaining space for a half double crochet. The next one we're gonna do is that we're gonna wrap again, and we're gonna go around this space here for another half double crochet. This is creating the nub that you see. So this is one side of the nub. If you saw my pattern, you got 2 nubs. This is one side. So we immediately slip stitch right into that same corner again, and we start all over again. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and coming to the second from the hook for a half double crochet. Now we come into this chaining space right here, so wrap for another half double crochet, and then we come back down into the corner for a slip stitch. Okay, so we pull through, and now we're just gonna immediately just skip the first one and just single crochet the next 3, and you're back on the next corner. So let me show you this one more time. So we're gonna slip stitch in, chain 4, okay, second from the hook we're going to half double crochet. The remainder of the chain that we're doing there, we're going to half double crochet around that chain. Okay, and now we immediately come back down into the corner, slip stitch. So that was the first half of the nub. We're going to start again, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, second chain, half double crochet, and now we're going to come around that chaining space for another half double crochet, and don't forget we have to come back down in the corner to slip stitch it to secure it into place. We skip the very first one and just go into the remainder, and you're already following. Again, I'm just going to continue to show that one more time. So we immediately just single crochet our way across to the next corner, slip stitch, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, second from the chain is half double crochet. We half double crochet around that chain, same chain, then we come back down to the corner and slip it. We start again, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, half double crochet into the second chain, half double crochet around the chain, and we come back down into the corner for a slip stitch to secure it into place. So that would be how you do all of the corner, all of the sides. So continue to do that. We'll meet back up in a sec, finish this off, and that'll be this tutorial for today. Once you get the final one in, you're just gonna immediately, you've slip stitched in, and essentially you just want to join it to the beginning, and voila, you've already done this particular one. So you just have to fasten off, and that'll consider your snowflake done. You can starch this if you want to harden it up, and you can also use it as Christmas ornaments on your tree or any other kind of projects you may have in mind. Until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Crochet Crowd and redheart.com.